For better inclusion of all Nigerians in the progress and development of the country, federal and state governments have been charged to domesticate the Sustainable Development Goals (SDGs). These were the thoughts of stakeholders at the 2022 World Habitat Day held at the Obas Complex, Okemason, Abeokuta. The stakeholders, which included Governor Dapo Abiodun, human rights activist Joe Odumakin, Gbenga Agbeson, and among others, insisted that all structures of the nation must be carried along, stressing that governments must respect the people's choice to prosperity by strengthening the country's institutions and structures with evidence-based learning.
Coincidence brings to the fore that as our nation develops, all stakeholders have to increase their awareness and conscious effort at improving the life of our people with reference to our environment. Today, and in continued fulfillment of our obligation to the International Convention, we are gathered here to reflect on the state of our towns, cities, and the basic rights of our people to adequate shelter. More importantly, we are here to celebrate, think through, exchange ideas, indeed, profile solutions to the challenges of inequality in our cities and around our human settlements in general.
One of the things we need to do is to ensure that we are monitoring our progress. We're doing well, but how can we ensure that we're doing well in the areas that really matter, that we are minding the gap and ensuring that no one and no place is left behind? There are quite a number of low-hanging fruits. First is the voluntary SDG reviews. No city in Nigeria does that. Even Nigeria as a country doesn't do that. But it actually unlocks the opportunity to get support, to get partnership, and to be able to show that regarding SDG 3, we have done so well, we still have so much to do.
Critical stakeholders will remain primarily the government, because the government is the agency that is in charge of designing the cities, controlling development and as it were. So it is still their main functions to ensure that appropriate laws are made, appropriate funding is provided, the necessary structure and infrastructure are provided to make the city convenient, comfortable, and then conducive for all segments of the population.
Today, the most important thing is for us to assess how we are fed. About 83% of our population lives in abject poverty. So in assessing how we are fed and then applauding the giant strides of those who have made efforts, there's also the need for us, to leave no one behind.
The highlights of the event was the pronouncement of Governor Dapo Abiodun as Fellow of Nigeria Institute of Town Planning.
It is my honor and privilege to inform this gathering that I have the permission of the National President of the Nigerian Institute of Town Planners, Town Planner Olutoyin Ayinde, FNITP, to announce publicly that the National Council of that institute had this last week ratified the election by its College of Fellows of His Excellency Prince Dapo Abiodun Emefar, Governor of Ogun State, as an honorary fellow the only one this year and the only one in the last 12 years.